hold on to your capes and claws because this week's episode of the ESE Files is a superhero casting extravaganza. First up, the magical Daniel Radcliffe is joining the Marvel Universe in Deadpool 3. But who will he play? Could it be Wolverine? Then we dive into a list of actors rumored to be the next Wolverine after Hugh Jackman. It's a fan casting frenzy. But wait, there's more! The Crow franchise is soaring back with Bill Skarsgard as Eric Draven. Get ready for the resurrection. Let's jump into the superhero casting whirlwind. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the ESE Files. This is your host, Blooper, and joining me today we have the delivery boy toy and human gas gasket, Agent K.
What's going on? Unfortunately, Brother Guns couldn't be here today. He was seen taking a vacation over at the glory holes where CK breeds his breeding grounds.
Right.
I know he's said he's taking leisure time, whatever that means.
Yeah.
At the glory holes.
Right, yeah.
So, unfortunately he couldn't be here today. But, regardless, we're still going to have fun. We're going to do a good show, and, it'll be just like he was here. Only he's not.
Exactly, yeah. Well, today we bring forth a couple rumors. Got a couple rumors going on. We saw a post online, a big major rumor for Deadpool 3. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. The magical boy.
Man himself, yes. The boy who lived.
Yeah, the boy, the
Wingardium Leviosa.
So, it's been reported he's got a role, a secret role for Deadpool 3. They didn't say what. All we can do is speculate at this point.
Yeah. So, I really don't know what he could be taking. I do know the article had said something about a Wolverine, I think, right? Potentially, or that's what people are speculating, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's honestly the only thing I can really think. Like, if they're gonna do like a multiverse story, you could kind of throw it in there for and giggles, The Flash threw in Nick Cage as Superman.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Oh yeah, well, spoilers, I guess. But yeah, you could just throw in Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I know people have been kind of pushing for that for a good little minute.
Yeah. You're right. There's been some photos going around, probably computer generated or photoshopped, right? With him with the chops. They put
a little cigar in his mouth and the claws.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. He has a look that does kind of say Wolverine to me. First of all, Hugh Jackman is the man. Okay, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Hugh Jackman has set a very high bar for Wolverine. But with that being said, Daniel Radcliffe, when he is in that Photoshop with the chops, the cigar, put him in the outfit, he has a certain look that kind of looks like Wolverine to me.
Right.
A smaller Wolverine, but that's okay.
Wolverine's supposed to be small.
Exactly. Yeah, he's supposed to be smaller, and Jackman's he's a tower. He's up there. He's next to Minarum, but
I don't know that he's quite that tall, but he comes in at 6'3".
Yeah, man, that guy's he's a beast. He's tall. And if you remember, you might have been too young, dude, but when Wolverine was first casted, Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I remember.
You do? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was no, he's too tall. Wolverine's supposed to be 5'5", or that was the argument. That was the thing. Yep. But as soon as the movie came out, it's like, oh man, it was awesome. It was great.
Yeah,
Wolverine. And ever since then, that's probably the main reason why he's been Wolverine for the last 20 years. Oh, God.
Yeah, I was actually kind of going to bring up the first casting of Wolverine, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Seeing that picture of Daniel Radcliffe with with the photoshopped claws and the cigar in his mouth, he kind of gives me a young Hugh Jackman Wolverine kind of look, but with his own twist. I think facially he looks good. Acting chops, I've seen a couple of things aside from Harry Potter. He has been in Harry Potter 2, Harry Potter 3,
Yeah, let's
He's
move
also
on
been
past
in
the
Harry
Harry
Potter
Potters.
4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's move on to the next 6 entries there.
But he's a bigger buzzkill than Buzz Killington.
Miracle Workers, Guns Akimbo, The Woman in Black. I do believe I did see that one.
Weird Al Yankovic, more recently.
He did that one, which was a little bit of a kind of like a
biopic.
Well, yeah, like a satire biopic kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
Let's see.
Jungle, Now You See Me Too.
Now You See Me Too.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching Horns. I don't think I ever got around to finishing it. Terrible. No,
that's not what it is. Okay.
Swiss Army Man is the one where he was farting.
Oh, that's what that's from.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I mean, I have seen a few things. I don't know that I've really finished a lot of his movies, possibly because they weren't memorable or that good to me. I doubt it's that. I started a lot of movies and I don't finish a lot of them too. That's probably what happened. But what I do remember of him, he does have a pretty good range acting chops.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little bit like emotional. I know he can do serious. He can do serious roles.
Right.
And with that, Wolverine's a pretty serious character.
That's true.
I mean, I think I'd be open to it.
I
would give him a shot.
It's not a bad choice. It's not a bad pick. Because just like you said, he's got some range. He's done a lot of indie stuff, a lot of underground stuff. Not mainstream stuff. A lot of movies that just aren't in the big picture. But in a way, you can kind of say that after the Harry Potter, he kind of did that stuff to hone his craft and become a better actor. Be taken a little more seriously instead of just the little wizard boy,
Yeah.
And yeah, he's got some range. He can do the drama stuff. He can do the serious stuff. I just don't know. I think maybe Guns Akimbo is the action one. It's the one where he's got some guns in the.
He's holding his guns.
Yeah. That might be an action flick. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't seen him do action. I don't know if he can do that stuff.
I haven't really seen action from him either. But let me ask you this: Do you think it could possibly be the same effect? You're not giving him as much credit because of what you've seen him in, kind of like how you did Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that's true. Robert Pattinson. All I knew him from was
Twilight.
Twilight. Thank you. Sparkly vampires.
Yep.
And that's all I associated him with. And yeah, I definitely 100%. After that, he started doing a weird indie stuff. He started honing his craft in the background, doing all these non-mainstream movies, and then he landed Batman. And for me, who wasn't paying attention to Robert Pattinson's, him? No! I was, I was not a fan. But after watching that movie, I mean, he did a pretty damn decent job. Did a good job as Batman.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I kind of want to watch some more of Daniel Radcliffe's stuff just to give him a fair judgment, because I feel like right now I'm giving him slack because the main thing that we all know him for is The Boy Who Lived.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think he deserves just a little more credit. 'Cause, I mean, the guy's got, like you said, he's got range. He's got this look. I mean, he could possibly do it. If anything at all, if he's going to be casted as Wolverine, again, speculation, Wolverine in Deadpool 3, maybe it's just a little Easter egg, here you go, fans, you all wanted this, here you go, here's a scene or a cameo or, very similarly how they did Mr. Fantastic.
There you go. Yeah. Just like Mr. Fantastic. Okay, so here's a question. If not as Wolverine, who do you think he could be?
Oh, man. That's who else? Deadpool 3. Well, I mean, that gives a whole XMen. You know what? Just on the clips that I've seen online, he's not afraid to be goofy, to be that kind of character. So I don't know. Maybe I kind of think I'd like to see him as Toad.
Oh, that's a good one.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think he could. I think he would have fun with something like that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about Toad.
Who'd you have in mind?
I was over here thinking, what's his name? Scott's brother.
Oh, okay. From First Class, the guy who shoots from his chest.
Yeah.
Havoc.
Havoc.
Havoc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
There you go. Yeah,
I can
was
see
thinking
that.
like a Havoc. Because as far as I remember, he's supposed to be like kind of like a cocky character. He's almost like a jock at one point, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
At least that's I remember I think in X-Men First Class he was kind of like that, kind of cocky.
Mm-hmm.
I think in that X-Men Evolution cartoon he was pretty cocky.
Yeah.
That's mainly how I know the character, I think.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick, dude. I think he could definitely pull something like that off. And he has a look that kind of does say Scott Summers as well. You know, brother. You know, they could definitely pull that off.
Yeah, I think, like, and keep in mind, like, we're not like movie industry experts or anything like that.
Right.
We're kind of just over here, like, having fun with these. What are you looking up? Wizards?
No, I'm trying to see if there's a wizard or a magic user.
Oh my goodness.
Magic's not a thing in X-Men.
You know who else from, and I'm basing this 100% on the animated series.
Okay.
Morph.
This one's for you, Morph.
Oh, dude, that would be sick.
Morph.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I think he kind of has that look. Like I think he could pull it off, dude.
Yeah, I think so. Well, from the animated series, after his demise in the first episode, he comes back as that demented dark side of Morph, and yeah, I think Daniel Radcliffe could pull something like that off.
Yeah,
man.
I think that would be pretty cool, dude.
I really like that, dude. You know what? I'm gonna send this over to Fox Studios. All right, we got friends there. We got people
right
to listen to the show.
So many.
We're gonna be like, save this for the Marvel X-Men that you're gonna do in 20 years from now.
In 20 years,
yes. This is
when Daniel Radcliffe is no longer at the age to play it.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Deadpool 3, of course, they're not gonna dig that deep into more story. But yeah, man, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be, and then he could be like just a one-off character.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm basing mine strictly off of the animated series, and so like if that's all you really need to know about the character, and I'm sure there's people out there who know a lot more about the character,
for sure.
But like, I mean, just to see him in a movie in a live action would be pretty cool. I think, like regardless of the role, unless like they just kill him off instantly. But I mean, they would kind of go hand in hand with what happened in the series.
And it would serve as a quick cameo too. Like, hey, it's Daniel Radcliffe. Kind of how Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2, he just appeared for like 2 seconds and boom, dead.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
That'd be hilarious. I mean,
Morph dead.
I mean, yeah, dude. What if they're just like setting up like all this hype? They're like getting all these, all these big time actors are joining for Deadpool 3, and they like all get in a room and a Sentinel comes in and just like wipes them all out. Like first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
That'd be hilarious. Like, damn. I think that'd be great. I mean, it would suck because you wouldn't get any of those great actors, but it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, and to be fair though, I mean, those actors, I mean, the movie's not about them,
right?
So have fun with it. Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious, man.
Yeah, and like it's Deadpool. It's kind of slapstick. It's kind of it's over the top.
Yeah,
and so I wouldn't put it beyond them to do something like that. That would be funny.
Yeah, big time. But back to Radcliffe though. I do like the idea of him playing Wolverine, at least for a cameo.
For sure.
But let's dig a little deeper here. I went into this because there's been a lot of names attached to, who will be the next Wolverine, who's going to reprise Hugh Jackman. And of course, we've seen Daniel Radcliffe on there previously. But I couldn't remember all the names, so I looked it up. And I got this list from, it's shortlist.com. Okay. And let's go down some of these names and see what you think. Tom Hardy.
No,
I don't. He's already Venom. He's Venom. He's Venom, and already in MCU, Marvel stuff. I mean, not MCU, but it's Marvel. There's that potential crossover there,
right? I just can't see him. I know he has really good like roles. There's aside from Venom, he has Batman as Bane.
Bane, yeah.
He has what's the name of that movie? The one where he's like they're like
What?
hillbillies.
Mad Max?
Oh yeah, he has Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of it. He has Peaky Blinders. What? He was in Peaky Blinders? Taboo, Dark Knight, Warrior, The Revenant. I haven't seen Revenant yet, honestly.
Yeah, same here.
Inception. I forgot about Inception.
This was a while ago, yeah.
Lawless. I think Lawless is the one I was thinking about. And so, like, I've seen a good amount of his roles. And, I mean, as much as I like him, I don't know that I could see him as Wolverine.
I agree. He's 5'9".
I guess he got that going for him.
I agree, though. He's a good actor. I like Tom Hardy. But, nah, man. Not Wolverine. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. We're huge fans. We've always known who he is. We've seen a lot of his movies. Such as, that Red movie. I know he was in there. He was in Dread. Mm-hmm. And these are just things off the top of my head. I'm not thinking of anything in particular. He was in Thor Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. Doom.
Yep.
He was in Riddick.
Oh, he was in Star Trek.
Yeah, he was in Star Trek.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was. And remember, this is all off the top of our heads.
Of course,
we're not looking up any lists.
Not at all. No.
Right, because, we're such big fans of him.
Of course,
Carl Urban.
Yeah. The Boys, of course, is more recent. Probably the biggest thing he's done in recent years.
In recent years, probably, I guess.
The Boys, which he is fantastic and absolutely awesome. He has a look. He has a great look. I could
Is it Wolverine,
see him.
though?
I think he... Yeah, I can see him as a Wolverine. The only problem is he's like 2 years younger than Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
He's kind of up there. I like the guy, but he was casted as Johnny Cage. I'm still kind of like, I don't know, man.
Skeptical, right?
Yeah, and it's just because of his age. The guy looks great. I hope I look that good when I'm at that age. But, yeah, it's not looking good.
No, it's not.
No. But yeah, man, if they were to cast him as Wolverine, how long can he go?
Not long, dude.
That's Hugh Jackman's thing, right? It's hard for him to maintain the physique, the Wolverine physique, and that's one of the biggest problems that he has, at his age, in his 50s. Carl Urban, he's not far behind. How much more does he have in the tank to carry a name like Wolverine? Nothing against his acting chops or anything. I think he's just a little too up there for Wolverine.
Yeah. Let's see. Next, Jensen Ackles.
Ooh. Here's an interesting one.
The role I know him best for, obviously, is going to be Supernatural, Dean Winchester.
Dude? Yep. Where's the pie?
Oh, not My Bloody Valentine?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, my favorite movie to watch every
Valentine's Day.
February 14th.
Yeah, every year. Very romantic.
Of course, yes. Yeah. You're dumb. But with that being said, Jensen Ackles, I'm not going to lie to you. That movie, My Bloody Valentine, did not leave a very good taste in my mouth.
I mean, it's just a cheesy slasher. It's not to be taken seriously.
I get that, but the acting in it just... I had high hopes for him. Let's just say I had high hopes for him. And he kind of didn't really... He didn't impress me. He didn't wow me. I felt him kind of playing the same character, Dean Winchester.
Okay,
whether it was, it was evil Dean or good Dean, it was kind of felt like the same character that he played in My Bloody Valentine. And aside from The Boys as Soldier Boy, I think those are really the only roles I know him in.
Yeah, I have to agree that those are the main ones that I know him from. I know he does a lot of voice acting as well. Yeah. He's kind of been in the running for a Batman, actually. He's voiced, I don't remember if it was Batman or if it was Nightwing.
I want to say Nightwing.
That sounds right. But yeah, he's been in talks to play Batman in... I'm sorry, rumored. It's been rumored and maybe fan casting.
Probably fan casting.
For James Gunn's, his version of Batman. But, maybe that for another day. Him as Wolverine, I don't see it.
You know what? As a Batman, I think I think he could do good as a Batman, maybe. Yeah, because I feel like, going back to Supernatural, I kind of feel like that evil Dean, that when he becomes a demon, kind of works. Like, you put the bat cowl on him, and you can almost use the same acting and be like, I'm Batman. You know?
No, yeah, I do like him. I do like Jensen. In the Batman role, I think he'd actually do pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I think he's a little age-wise. I think he's in his 40s.
45, yeah.
45, wow. Okay.
Standing at 6'1".
I mean, as Batman, yeah, he could do that. You know,
Yeah.
Batman, get a trilogy out, knock it out, you're done.
Yeah.
Wolverine,
I'm not seeing Wolverine.
I don't see. Jensen, you're too pretty.
Yeah.
You're too pretty.
Yeah.
I think he could probably do the acting. Yeah, maybe. It's just a different type of humor as well that Jensen has.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, I wouldn't like it. I don't think I would. I like Jensen. I don't think I like the idea of him as Wolverine. Even though as Soldier Boy, he was pretty awesome.
Okay.
But I don't see a Wolverine. Man, we're just gonna crap on everyone, dude. Whoever they pick, we're just not gonna be happy. We're just.
And you know what? It's just because Hugh Jackman has left like such large shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only live action Wolverine we've really known.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we just want the next Wolverine to be as good or better. And you know, like you said, those are some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Charlie Hunnam. I guess he's known for King Arthur. Not a show that I watch. Are you familiar with him?
Kind of. So it looks like he's the guy from Pacific Rim.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
him. Pacific Rim. Sons of Anarchy. I watched a few episodes of that. I think like the first season. I don't know if that was him that I was watching.
He played
let's
Jax
see.
Teller in that series. 43 years old, though. I mean, he's kind of in the same boat as Jensen.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy looks great, but I mean, you kind of want a Wolverine to stick around for the long run, you know? Like,
Maybe dye his hair. Maybe see him as a Wolverine. I mean, he definitely has a body. He has physique.
yeah, for sure.
And I won't lie, he's a little bit of a handsome dude. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think he's too handsome?
Nah, he's not an ugly dude, but he is.
A little rugged. Like, he can look a little rugged, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Get that beard going, and he's a little blonde, but yeah.
I think
Okay.
I could see him kind of as a Wolverine. He wouldn't be my first pick, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, Pacific Rim, I know that movie's awesome. Friggin'. It's
Yeah.
just, but let's be honest, the movie's awesome because of the giant robots. It's that's what it is. He played his role fine. You know, maybe he's a maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in a maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker Montgomery.
Dacre. Okay. 28 years old, Australian, just like Hugh Jackman. He was the Red Ranger in 2017's movie that we do not speak of.
Whoa. Okay. You know who else he was?
Who?
You've watched Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
You remember Billy, the guy with the Camaro who was driving around?
Oh, snap, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's and you know what? He's young enough. He's 28. 5'10", so I mean height's not terribly too high. You know he can play a bad man.
Yeah, he was kind of a
Wiener?
as well, which is Wolverine.
Exactly.
Wolverine is an a-hole.
Dude, I might put him top of my list, top 3 so far. Daniel
Wow.
Radcliffe and him. I'm actually going for him right now.
Wow, and he's got the physique.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I like this idea, man. Decree Montgomery. All right. Yeah, man.
And you know what? He's one of those characters that, like, he makes you believe he's the character. Like, so many people hated on Billy. And then, like, when he sacrificed himself spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. After he sacrificed himself to save 11, like, people were like, oh no, Billy, he was so cool. Like, as if they weren't just hating on him for the entire season.
But that's what he's supposed to do as a villain. He's supposed to get the people to hate you, and he did it. You know,
exactly. Oh man,
I really like this idea. Decree.
I'm gonna say he's my top right now.
Yeah.
No,
he's
not
your
my top.
Yeah. Oh, he's your top.
But like my top pick for Wolverine. There you go.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that out. He's your top.
I'm his bottom.
I knew it.
Next on the
right.
list, Steven Yen. Oh, what the hell? Why is he on this list?
I'm gonna say no. I don't even have to look him up. I'm gonna say no.
Glenn. Okay, good actor. Great actor. Really good actor. I liked him, of course. Walking Dead. Did you watch Beef?
No, I'm not. No.
I recommend it, dude. Highly recommend it. It was very good.
Yeah.
I was skeptical at first when it first came out on Netflix. Beef. I skimmed it. I looked at the trailer. I'm like, I'm not really interested, and I kind of skipped by it. Like a week later, I'm like, whatever. I'll just give it a try, just because it's Steven Yeun. And dude, I it really hooked me in that first episode. He was really good.
Yeah.
He plays a very, very emotional character. There's a lot of he could definitely pull it off. Give him the Wolverine role, and I mean, he can play. He's got the chops.
Okay.
I just don't think he's got the look.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not the look. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Oh, and he's also playing Sentry, anyways, right? Like,
I don't know that that's been confirmed.
okay. Well, then
At least I haven't seen anything.
We'll leave that in Rumorville then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sentry.
yeah.
He's supposed to be in Thunderbolts, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
All right, Frank Grillo or the Grillo.
okay. So he was Crossbones.
Yeah, he was
in
he
Captain
was
America.
Crossbones. He was in The Purge.
Oh, yeah.
Anarchy and Election Year
And I like this character in the Purge.
and The Purge.
He's been a few times, eh?
Yeah, he was also in Warrior along with Tom Hardy. There's a few things I know him from.
Hitman's Bodyguard. Okay.
But with that being said, dude is at 58.
Wow.
He's already over the mark, I think.
Yeah, he's. This dude, he's got a good look as well.
Yeah.
I definitely liked him in The Purge. I can maybe see him with a Wolverine role, but I don't know. The Purge, like, they gave him the backstory and he ran with it, but there wasn't a lot of like evolving past that. Like he kind of played the same.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
So maybe I just haven't seen enough of him.
Yeah, probably. His age. Again, his age. We want a long running Wolverine.
Right. Frank, sorry, man, it's not happening. No.
Yeah.
No, we got some pull with Fox here. Sorry, dog. It's not.
Shut up. Luke, so dumb.
Luke Evans.
Evans.
Let's see. The biggest thing I know him, Gaston, in the live-action Beauty and the Beast. I liked that movie. Him playing Gaston, I thought he did a good job. He portrayed him well, but it doesn't scream Wolverine to me.
Yeah. He was in Fast and Furious 6, Immortals, which to me was very forgettable.
Yeah. Oh, he was Dracula Untold. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clash of the Titans, another forgettable one.
The one that I would probably take most out of is Dracula.
Yeah.
Which I really did like that version. I think he did a good job in that movie. But 44 years, you can get some life out of that Wolverine there.
You can get some a few.
You can get some years out. I would. You know what? I'm gonna say yes. I would. I think I could see them. I could see this dude.
I'm gonna say a maybe, but that's gonna be a low maybe for me.
A low maybe. Yeah. Stranger Things. Dacre. I put him above. Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
He's a funny guy.
He's a good actor, but I don't see him in the role.
Physique is phenomenal.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's not super tall. Oh, he's got to be like 30s something.
35.
Older? 35? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's mid-30s.
Mid-30s. I mean, you can, there's young enough, good look. He's kind of pretty, though. Very pretty.
Yeah, he's
maybe too pretty for
He's
Wolverine.
very handsome.
But it's fine. Hugh Jackman's a pretty man.
Oh, you know what? No. So I'm looking at him with the beard, and those eyes just pop. Damn, he is ripped.
Yeah. Man, why is he not in Marvel already?
For real.
He should be somebody, DC,
For
Marvel, somewhere.
sure.
Throw him in there somewhere, but maybe not Wolverine. The humor is just completely different. Like, he's a funny guy.
for sure.
But not.
I think he could work well with James Gunn. I mean, hell, if Marvel's not going to scoop him up, DC maybe.
Yeah. Daphne Keane. Why not replace Wolverine with X-23?
Yeah.
She's grown up now.
That'd be cool. I would actually be open to seeing that.
That would be an interesting take, but I mean, if they're gonna work with X-Men, you can't not have Wolverine.
Right.
Unfortunately, I think. Well, I did say she's already grown. I did hear rumors she will be in Deadpool 3, so that could be cool. Reprising her role, that could be cool. But her replacing the Wolverine role, I don't want to see that. I want to see Wolverine.
But I wouldn't mind seeing more of her.
No, yeah, I agree. Taron Egerton.
He was, yes.
From the Kingsman.
Kingsman. I like the Kingsman movies.
Yeah.
The Golden Circle was okay. I definitely like the first one better.
For sure.
I don't know that I've seen a lot of his other stuff.
Yeah. I primarily know him from the Kingsman, but just based on that alone, I mean, the guy can move.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the action sequences down. He's got a good physique. He's got a good look. He's got a good, strong jawline.
For sure.
Throw some facial hair on him. He could definitely pull the look.
I'm gonna say he's in my number 3 right now.
Number 3? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Bernthal. Oh. I love him as the Punisher.
He's a really good
A-hole
kind of actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely got the physique, just not a Wolverine. He is Punisher.
But just imagine this. Just
based off of that. Top pick right there. Top pick.
That's your Wolverine right there.
Yeah, because I hear Wolverine every single time.
Just
that's the only line he's gonna have.
Colossus just throwing him and him screaming.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it right there. This top pick discussion is over.
It's closed. All right, we're casting John Bernthal. He's got the role.
Casted him. Yeah, we probably cost him a job too.
We'll make it happen. Well, John, we'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Well, we got it.
All right. I'm gonna petition Peter Dinklage for Wolverine.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. This is it.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage for Wolverine 2023.
Keanu Reeves. That's another one that I've actually seen on the web. Another fan casting.
Yes.
However,
with this age. One, not only age, I'm gonna say look as well. I'm gonna have to say pass.
Dude's 59.
Yeah.
Maybe his younger days, like his Neo days.
I don't see him as a Wolverine.
Nah, I don't. No, I don't see it either.
I'm gonna say no. Unfortunately, I love the guy. Mm-hmm. Makes great movies.
John Wick, fantastic, amazing.
Yeah, Matrix.
He dedicates his time and craft to the roles, and he commits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he can maybe do it, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it. Oscar Isaac. He was that dude from Star Wars.
Yeah,
Last Jedi. He was the X-pilot.
He's
X-Wing.
Moon Knight.
He was Moon Knight. Which he's got a lot more range than I thought he did in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
I really liked him in that. He played various different roles in there, and the guy can act. I liked him. I liked him a lot. But he's already Moon Knight. Don't want to double cast there. Can't double dip.
He was also Spider-Man 2099.
That's right.
Spider-Man
Phenomenal.
2099, my bad. 2099.
Phenomenal voice acting there. Definitely.
Oh, he was also Apocalypse in X-Men. Apocalypse.
Wow. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too until I saw the picture.
Wow. Well, you know what? We did have Thanos. And he played in Deadpool, Cable.
Yeah.
And so there is someone, I guess, that double dipped.
Yeah. But, I mean, Apocalypse is strictly X-Men. He's specifically X-Men.
That's true. Yeah. No, yeah.
First mutant.
You're right. He doesn't have a horrible look either, Oscar.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But does
you're
he
right.
have a Wolverine look?
Maybe.
Maybe.
But just like you said, because he's already been directly in X-Men, I think I'm going to pass on this one.
Okay. That's fair.
Jason Momoa.
No.
Why is he on this list?
I have no idea. Guy's a giant.
Yeah. Well.
He might make Minarum look like a shrimp.
He should be Sabretooth, man. He really could.
Sure.
Yeah. He's too bulky. I like Momoa. Not maybe necessarily for serious roles, but I like him. He seems funny. He seems like a cool guy.
He's alright. I'm not big on Aquaman. Just, you know how I feel about the movie. Fall asleep every single time I try it.
But no, not Wolverine. No. Can't. I don't see it. Do you want to help underprivileged bald men whose hair has fallen, one by one? If you subscribe today, a hair will grow back on CK's head.
For every
One click.
For every like, for every follow, you can make a difference on that bald, shiny head. Subscribe now.
Please, if you don't want my brother B to start looking like CK over there, please subscribe. He's heading that way. With every subscribes, you can get a follicle on that balding head of his. Bing.
Do us all a favor. Subscribe.
Moving on to the next story, dude. The Crow. Crow, man, that is something that I have not heard in quite a while. This movie, man, like the original movie, it hit a home run back in the day, back in the 90s. The timing was perfect. It was during that gothy, dark, punk, emo era. I mean, the 90s was wild, dude. There was just a little bit of everything, and everything had a place, and this it just home run, dude. It just hit at the right time. It was awesome. Me as a kid watching, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, it's so awesome. Like, it was cool, dude. It was awesome. I still like this movie. I have good memories with it. I rewatch it every now and then. Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, he was fantastic in this. It's such a shame that he passed away during the making of this movie. This could have catapulted him into superstardom.
I'm sure it would have. Like, I mean, it's like a direct shot, not even a catapult, just like a cannon.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But I don't know what happened, man. Like the story is it's simple, right? Like it's a very simple premise. Somebody gets wronged, gets offed, he comes back and he takes revenge on whoever dispatched him, and that's the story. It's simple, it's straight to the point. And I don't know what happened with these sequels. I remember watching City of Angels and I was bored. And I was a huge fan of the first movie, right? I remember trying to rewatch it years later, and I was like, yep, this is the part where I got bored when I was younger. Yeah, I'm bored now. Like it's
Damn.
Maybe it was the pacing. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've tried to rewatch it. I did not like the movie. The third one came out. I looked at the trailer. It didn't look promising. It didn't perform well. The fourth one came out, and I didn't even know that came out when it did. But, afterwards, I remember seeing it on a Blockbuster wall. I'm like, oh, there's a fourth one? Huh? I looked at it. It just doesn't look good.
Put it back.
They put it right back. Never watched it. I kind of hate that I never watched them. Because I really did like this first movie, dude.
But, if the first one is the only one that hit, I really can't blame you, dude. Honestly, I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid. I can say I don't really remember this movie at all. I do remember the basic story of it, but other than that, I don't really remember. The main thing that really rings a bell is the makeup. And as we all know, that was the inspiration for Sting, the wrestler.
Right.
That's really all I remember, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, for the time, dude, it was fantastic. It was out of the box. It was different. It was something just bam, it was different. It was tight. It was, for its time, and truthfully, like when I rewatch it, it still holds up pretty well. The effects don't, but I mean, story-wise and cinematography holds up pretty good. The way it was just shot, dude, it's fantastic. It was done right. It was done very, very well. It's a cult classic. It's worth rewatching.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go back and watch it pretty soon here.
And this is getting the reboot treatment. You know, it's been years.
Yeah.
That fourth one was Wicked Prayer from 2005. It's been a good 18 years since we've seen a Crow movie. Yeah, I think it's time. It's time for a reboot. I could definitely be interested in. There is no trailer or anything yet. This was shot and filmed and wrapped in last year, 2022.
Okay. So what's the holdup?
I think it was just distribution and all that good stuff. Lionsgate picked it up. We should be seeing it soon. They are looking at a 2024 release.
Okay.
And I'm willing to look at this. I want to see a trailer. I want to see what they got. They actually have Bill Skarsgard in it. Pennywise, yeah. He was in John Wick 4. He was the villain. Yeah. He plays a good villain. The man plays a good villain. For sure. He's definitely got some acting chops on him. The guy can act. He can scare the out of you. He can... The guy's terrifying.
Yeah, he was also in Deadpool 2. I want to say he was Zeitgeist, the guy who vomits acid.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got range. That dude, he got range.
Yeah, I think, I like this casting. I'm very, very, very willing to watch this. Yeah. It is supposed to be the story from the first one. So, I mean, if you wanted to rewatch that original, kind of remember it so you can kind of compare, I guess. Yeah. Or not, and just kind of watch it fresh. The retelling of this story. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely will be doing that. Just because I mentioned how much I like the original movie. Yeah. You'll be playing Eric Draven, and they'll be retelling it, probably with a twist, maybe. I wouldn't mind a twist, a different version, a retelling, That'd be cool. Him in makeup, well, yeah, of course, thinking Pennywise. I mean, the guy's going to look phenomenal. He's going to look great. Oh, yeah. What I find interesting about this is finally coming out, right, next year, 2024. It's this movie, I remember hearing about it a while ago. And it was just in limbo for the longest time, dude. It was revolving doors, actors, directors, producers, actresses. It was just nonstop. It was just... right. I think they started filming at one point, and then the studio went broke. They went bankrupt. So they stopped, and then it was back into limbo. And, it was so much happened to this movie. I didn't think it was ever going to happen.
Honestly, I'd heard about it for a while, too. I think talk about it's kind of started in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And something like that. I remember hearing about it and just thinking, okay, well, they're rumors, and kind of how Hocus Pocus 2 was talked about for so long. Oh, they're gonna make a Hocus Pocus 2. They're gonna make a lot of movies kind of seem to start off that way, and it kind of seems like if they get enough traction, maybe they start working on it. And I thought, for the longest time, it was just rumors. It was just, people saying they want a new Crow movie. I didn't know this was actually happening.
Oh, yeah. There was quite a few names were attached to this, and I found this kind of interesting. Mark Wahlberg to play Eric Draven. Give me your Mark Wahlberg. Give me that Boston accent.
No, you know what? I always do the accents. You give me the accent this time.
Hey, you guys killed me, eh?
Oh, my God. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys, you almost killed me, eh?
I'm walking here.
Oh, no, man. No, I cannot see Marky Mark as a crow.
No.
I don't know, man. It's Bradley Cooper. You know what?
Nope.
That's another one. No. I don't...
That's definitely... No. I see him as a romantic, charming, or a comedy kind of guy, Yeah. Either one of those two. Maybe as a businessman kind of role, but I don't see him as the Crow.
The dark,
broody, the killing, the...
Never seen that from him.
Mysterious, dark character. Nah.
Channing Tatum.
No. Dude.
I don't see it either. He's funny. He's a good actor. In the roles that he takes, he's good. I like him. Yeah. But not the Crow. I'm just same as Bradley Cooper. I don't see the dark, the broodiness. Nope. Ryan Gosling. What? All the
I think he would have done pretty good. I would say
No.
Ryan Gosling would be enough to convince me.
Jesus.
Enough to convince me. And if that's good enough for me, then it's good enough for you.
All these guys, I mean, it's not even the look. Because, I mean, you could take just about anyone, really, and they can play Eric Draven, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a pretty boy. It doesn't have to be the scruffy guy. Like, it can be just about anyone. It's not even about the look. It's just the way that prior roles that these actors have taken. I just don't see them pulling it off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do you think we're typecasting then?
I think we definitely are. Can you blame us? That's like all the roles that these guys have taken. I mean, a lot of chick flicks in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, and like you said, Bradley Cooper, the charming guy, the good-looking guy, the cocky guy.
But with that being said, Channing Tatum for a long time was in those chick flicks, and he came out with 21 Jump Street, and then he started coming out with a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
Things that completely had nothing to do with, like, romance, and that's what everyone was casting him as.
For sure.
Kind of not giving him a chance.
And he kind of, as well, went into a few action roles.
Yeah.
And he wasn't horrible. He wasn't bad.
Yeah. He did, what was it, the G.I. Joe?
Pork chop sandwiches!
Which was, everyone's favorite movie. Everyone's favorite movie.
I blame the writing on that one, man. I don't think that was Channing's fault.
No, for sure not. Yeah, that was just unfortunate for him.
Yeah. James McAvoy.
He's Xavier,
Professor Xavier. Yeah.
You know what? I could give him a shot. I'd give him a shot.
Maybe. I only know him as Professor Xavier.
You haven't seen Split? The guy with the personalities?
I haven't seen that.
He was in It, Chapter 2.
He looks like, just judging from just looking at the movies that he's been in, he's got a bit of range in there, like different categories. In Split, I'm imagining, he had to take his acting chops, like push him to the limits.
From here to
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. I think. Yeah. That could have been interesting. That could have been cool. It could have been.
Yeah.
Interesting to see.
For sure.
Tom Hiddleston, Loki.
I think he got the look. I think he could potentially do the look. As far as the acting, I feel like when he's like menacing, he's like in a cocky way. I don't think he's dark enough.
He plays a good Loki for that version, right? But dark enough, I think you're right. I mean, Loki's not that dark.
Right.
But could he go more? I don't know. Looking at his movies here, I can't tell.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have liked to seen that, though. I'm just trying to imagine Loki in that role. I'm like,
Yeah. But that's the thing. You're kind of just taking Loki and putting him in that Crow makeup, and I don't think that's fair.
You're right. It's not. I haven't seen enough of him to really say. Alexander Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, yep.
Is that his brother?
His brother, I believe, yeah.
It's kind of funny. I believe those two were competing against each other for Lex Luthor for the upcoming Superman.
I could see this guy as a Lex.
As Lex, yeah.
For sure.
But the other work that he's done, True Blood,
Legend of Tarzan,
The Northman. Oh, that's him. You remember that trailer? That looked really cool. I didn't watch it yet, but it looked pretty cool.
I need to watch that. That looked cool.
It looked sick, yeah. That's definitely, and definitely need to watch that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just forgot the name of it, and I never got around to looking it up again.
You know what? Just based on that, just start right there. He can get brutal enough. Some shots, some brutal revenge kills.
For sure.
That could have been fun. Luke Evans.
I think that's Chris Evans' brother. I'm just kidding.
Jesus. Wow. Wasn't he guest on? We talked about him earlier, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's up. Oh, okay. Gaston making a comeback here. I don't know him enough other than
Dracula Untold and Gaston.
Yeah, Dracula. You know what? He probably could have done a good job. Dracula? Yeah, Dracula Untold. Yeah, he probably could have done a good job at this.
Yeah. I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah. That would have been fun. Jason Momoa was attached to this at one point.
Yeah.
What I did find kind of cool, though, there were some photos taken with Momoa for him playing the role. He looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
He looks good. I look at him now and I'm thinking Aquaman. I'm like, no, he could not do it. But the guy looks great. He looks fantastic in the role with the face paint on. And I think.
But how do you think his acting is, dude?
Maybe not for Eric Draven, but maybe another character.
Okay.
Maybe yeah. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think I would have liked it. Just the look alone. He looks fantastic. You're like, yeah, man. I'm gonna take you out, man. Like,
you don't.
I'm gonna take you guys out, and then I'm gonna take you out again.
No.
Nah.
And with that, you convinced me otherwise.
It's in California. The story takes in he's a surfer guy.
And he's vegan, right?
Exactly. Yeah. The Crow in Hawaii.
The Crow in Hawaii. I mean, he is Samoan. He has a lot to...
The Crow. Rift Tides. Huh?
No.
Huh?
Wait, he is Samoan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not somehow related to The Rock.
Nicholas Hoult. If you remember, that was our runner-up for Superman.
Oh, yeah.
He played Beast in the First Class, Warm Bodies.
I could do it. I could see him.
I could see this, yeah. I really liked him as an actor. I like Nicholas Hoult. I think he would have done a really good job with this.
I do want to see that Dracula one, too, with Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Is that out yet?
Yeah, it's out on Peacock, I believe.
Okay, cool. I'm going to have to watch that.
Well, anyways, those are the revolving actors. Some interesting names in there.
Bill Skarsgard seems to be like the main man, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This was filmed and wrapped. Yeah, this is done. This is good. I'm happy with that choice.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a long road for this reboot to happen. I'm very curious as to what this movie did, what they did with it.
For sure.
With Bill,
I'll definitely give it a watch.
2024, yeah. I'm looking forward to this, at least for the trailer.
For sure.
And with that, senor, we have run out of time. That's going to do it for us. Unfortunately, we're going to have to close it down.
Hey, everybody, it's closing time. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Please visit us at www.thesefiles.com where you can listen to all of our prior episodes. We have a bunch of good stuff there. Turtles, MCU, DC, bunch of fun stuff, topics, rankings, games. We got some fun stuff in there you can dig into. You can also check us out on social media. Brother K, where can they find us?
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and for your uncut episodes, your uncensored type of
Sugar honey iced tea.
check us out on Patreon if you're on the go. Brother Bird, where can they find us?
You can stream us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Pandora. We love Pandora. Never said anything wrong about them. Never.
If you got any game suggestions, if you have any fan mail, anything you want to share with us, go ahead and email me at agentk@thesefiles.com.
Any comments, suggestions, anything you want to throw at me, bogusbird@thesefiles.com.
Oh, and what's this? Guns' late night message saying send all pics. Big ones, small ones, wet ones, dripping ones, dry ones. Basically anything you can think of, send it to guns@thesefiles.com. He said he will be doing ratings on Saturday, the 23rd.
Fantastic.
Okay, yeah, I guess he said he has a free OnlyFans if you want to check that out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's that note right there? If you dress it up in a yellow and blue cowl, you get extra points. Wow. Okay. Maybe some extra some claws in there. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like he's going to be doing some sort of giveaway. Maybe like
nice.
You know, he got something planned. It seems.
Very nice.
So yeah, go ahead, send those to him. I'm sure he's going to appreciate it. Join his OnlyFans, his Grindr, anything.
Swipe right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is Bogus Bird signing out.
This is Agent K saying see you later.
Catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Laters. It still holds up pretty well. The effects don't, but I mean, story-wise and cinematography holds up pretty good. I'm just trying to imagine Loki in that role. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you're kind of just like taking Loki and putting him in. Do they call him Logie?
Logie.